everybody, and welcome to the last race of the day. The QuidFit British Touring Car Championship round 24 is on their formation lap. Dan Lloyd has pole position in the reverse grid draw. He's alongside Jason Plato on row 1. Row 2, Jake Hill and Stephen Jelly. Row 3, Chris Smiley and Dan Rowbottom. Row 4 sees Aidan Moffat alongside Ashley Sutton. Row 5, Colin Turkington and Tom Ingram. Row 6, Rory Butcher and Aaron Taylor-Smith. Row 7 sees Tom Chilton alongside Sam Osborne. Row 8 sees Jack Butel in 16th place with Jack Goff alongside in 15th. Drop down the order, row 9, Adam Morgan, Ollie Jackson, and row 10, Gordon Shedden and Tom Oliphant. Row 11 sees Jack Mitchell and Andy Neat. Row 12, Rick Parfitt alongside Nicholas Hamilton. Row 13, Carl Bordley and Senna Proctor. Row 14 sees Sam Schmidt and Jade Edwards. And row 15 sees Josh Cook starting 29th and in 30th place, of course, not officially starting the race, but it will be Andrew Jordan in the British Touring Car Championship, the Toka Hybrid class. In terms of the ballast, reverse grid, so Hill has 9, Jelly 15, Smiley 21, Rowbottom 27, Moffat 33, Sutton 39, Turkington 48, Ingram 57, and Butcher 75 kilograms of ballast. All of them are using the medium compound tyre as well. And we are waiting to see what is going to happen, because this last race of the day is going to be very exciting with first grid pole position originally going to Jason Plato. However, Josh Cook has been disqualified from the last race after finishing second. The roll hoop did not go underneath the car, so it was below ride height. It failed the ride height test, so he's been disqualified and sent right down to the back of the grid in 29th place. So that promoted Colin Turkington to third, and Tom Ingram now takes second place in the last race. Race win still Rory Butchers, of course. However, now all this does mean is that coming into this race especially, it's changed the complexion of where we are for the running order, as it's now Dan Lloyd on pole, not Jason Plato. But still, it's going to be a cracker, and you can believe it or not, because here we go. Look, we're 15, we're around about... We're around about 13 or 14 minutes behind schedule. We left exactly 10 minutes behind schedule because of safety cars in previous championships delaying everything. But now, 22 laps ahead of us, round 24 of the season. There's the driver tracker as well. You can get in contact as well with us on our YouTube chat throughout the race. Josh Cook lines up at the back. Andrew Jordan goes to the pit lane for the last race of the day to get underway. So, this is it then, the last race of the day. The sun is setting. There is just a golden hue across the entire track as well. Round 24 of the QuidFit British Touring Car Championship here at Silverstone, a 1.64 mile circuit as well. Track temperature, 24.3 degrees as well. Red lights are coming on shortly. Now red lights are on. Action at Silverstone. Good start from Jason Plato. It's a good start as well from Stephen Jelly. Dan Lloyd will lead down towards turn 1. Jake Hill. Jake Hill has made a storming start. Jake Hill is up. He started third on the grid. He's up into second already. Jason Plato's dropped down into about 4th position. Up into third goes Stephen Jelly. Moffat and Sutton working together, dealing with Dan Rowbottom as they come now into Beckett's hairpin now. A few cars going side by side. Clean start from everybody though, as they head now down the Wellington Straight as well for the first time. Open up the driver tracker. Cars going left and right already. 22 laps ahead of us, but a clean start for the majority of them. Smiley into P4 as well. Plato's though now bumper gating as well with Chris Smiley. Smiley up now into 4th place. Plato then down 3 places on the start there. That's a terrible start for Jason Plato. Sutton leads the title on 270 points. Ingram on 245 as well. And currently it's Ingram P8 with Sutton in P7. So watch that little battle as they're all side by side across the line. Sutton now P6. He's past Aidan Moffat as well. Butcher 11th. Osborne 13th. Butel and Goff past Mitchell. Proctor's up to 22nd place as well. They're all making lightning getaways, which is the perfect start as well, as Rowbottom passes Ingram. So Ingram now down to P9. Butcher and Turkington passing Taylor-Smith. Jackson passes Osborne. Butel passes Oliphant. Mitchell gets heads ahead of Golf and Sam Schmelt back up into 22nd place now. He passes Carl Bordley side by side once again, but it's Dan Lloyd in the 1-2-3 as well in the Vauxhall, leading the way on course for what I believe would be his first win of the season since he returned to the championship at Snetterton when we were on site as well. A little bit of bumping and balling. Aaron Taylor-Smith going wide, nearly taking off Colin Turkington. Ollie Jackson's on the outside line, and now, not knowing Turkington's there, Taylor-Smith bumps to the side of Turkington as well, and now Ollie Jackson on the inside. They're three abreast, all side by side as they come round now out of the last corner of Woodcote as well, and they are still close, still three abreast coming in towards turn one of Cobb's corner, and they're still side by side. Turkington backs out, Jackson goes through. Aaron Taylor-Smith gets another whack in the door from Turkington as well as they drift into each other. What a car! Oh, we got a spinner in the middle of the pack, and it's Sam Osborne. Does everyone avoid him? There's two cars off. I think it's Tom Chilton. Yeah, Tom Chilton is off in the BMW. I think he's broke the front suspension as well. So this will be a safety car. We'll stand by to see. But yeah, that's Osborne spinning in the middle of the pack. A miracle nobody hits him, but Tom Chilton off towards the pit lane entrance. Let's see what happened. Look, further back. Oh, Chilton just turns into Osborne. So the 3 car and the 4 car getting into each other. Looking that nobody sideswiped Osborne there. That would have been a red flag immediately. So no sign of a safety car, but I think Chilton might be out of this race though at the moment. Well, it was Osborne sort of who drifted into Chilton, and Chilton had nowhere to go. I think it's just a spin, however, so both should be able to continue, and both have continued. You can see that the number 4 car is just across the finishing line, and the number 3 of Tom Chilton are just coming out the last corner, so they've both continued. No need for a safety car, which is great news. Watching the battle now as Chris Smiley has got ahead of Stephen Jelly. So Smiley to 3rd, Jelly's down to 4th. Plato and Sutton now battling together as well. Down at the Beckett's hairpin, down the Wellington straight as well. Sutton looks to the outside line. Plato has the inside coming into Brooklands as well. Late on the brakes as well. Plato trying to go for a late one on the inside of Jelly. Hasn't worked. Just taking a tighter inside line as well. Trying to hold it. Still hasn't worked. Still got to find the right momentum between them. Still got to find the right sort of grasp between them as well. Lloyd leads. It's got half a tenth of a second to Hill, and has now got the fastest up of the race as well. A 58.024. That's immediately taken by Hill, who does a 57.848. So Hill now with the fastest up of the race. Jake Hill, who is on 235 points in this championship, really needs to get up there as well and get back into the action. He's doing it here today as well. He's on 22, as I said, he's on 225 points. Needs to get back up there in 4th. He's lost out position to Turkington now in the championship after today's races. Sutton leads on 270 points in the championship, so that is still sort of going down to the last weekend, but it's more in favour of Sutton as it currently stands. But right now, that's just one race win between them as well, as Butcher's under pressure from, I think, Ollie Jackson on the inside over 10th place as well. I think Jackson might have got through, but Jake Hill now right on the back. The MB Motorsport squad then for Jake Hill, who has taken so far just one win this season for MB Motorsport. Smart Blunder Motorsports, that was last week at Croft, remember. In race 1, Jake took victory. He's now right on the back of Dan Lloyd looking for race number 2. Victory as well. And for Dan Lloyd as well, he's on 102 points. He's had a podium so far this year, finished 3rd overall. He has not taken a second. He's not even won a race this year on his return to the championship in the Vauxhall squad as well. In the Power Max Racing, sponsored by Adrian Flux, as well as they come down now, starting once again. Hill is all over the back of Lloyd as they come underneath the setting sun here at Silverstone towards Brooklands now. Not going to go for a late one here. Smiley holding off Jelly as well, so it's a nice little run they've got here. Nice little calm situation. No one really going for a do-or-die manoeuvre as, Jake Hill taking a bit too much grass. So did Dan Lloyd as they come round Luffield. Woodcote now, the little kink, which is the last corner before firing into the line. The gap across the line is 0.252 as we start lap 7. So this is incredibly close now. Lloyd and Hill battling together once again. And Jackson to P9. So Ollie Jackson in the second MB Motorsports squad goes up there into P9 ahead of Tom Ingram, who drops down to 10th. Jackson up 9 places from where he started, P18 on the grid. Monumental achievement there as Jordan and Chilton battling together on the track right now as well. As Jordan's actually gone into the pit lane, I think. He's just dropped back, actually. So, yeah, Jordan's in the pit lane, actually. So, Andrew Jordan into the pit lane. This is just a test race for him anyway, as well. He's testing the cars for him, but it's nice to see him back on the touring car grid anyway, AJ. Oh, and that's Stephen Jelly getting through on the inside of Sutton for 4th place. Sutton trying to go back round the outside now, coming into Luffield. So Jelly went on the inside of Brooklands. Sutton trying to go right round the outside. Luffield hasn't worked. Cut back to the front leaders. Lloyd and Hill now battling together as well. Over just 2/10 across line, 0.262 at the line, which is great news. Jelly and Plato moved up places. Moffat now down to P7. Track limits warning for 22 of Smiley, 41 of Boardley, and 66 of Cook, all getting the black and white flag for track limits at the moment. As I take a seat on the stool here in the comms box, but keeps an eye on what's happening. And Lloyd now, we've got 0.255 between them as well, so 2.5 of a second separate Lloyd and Hill at the current time as we head down towards Brooklands. And Hill trying to look around the outside, locks up as well, trying to do so into Brooklands, keeps the manoeuvre, but Lloyd is still there, and Hill trying to go right around the outside. Lloyd's going to go wide. Hill tries to get the cut back. He pushes the back of the Vauxhall, coming out of Luffield into Woodcote now. Keeps on the accelerator. Still trying to have some form of power. Hasn't paid off. So, lap 9 of 22. So far, a calm race as we watch the battle for first. Let's take a replay. What are we replaying? Mitchell kicking up some water cooler. Is that a water? That's a water cooler. I wonder if that water cooler's come off of Andrew Jordan. And Jack Mitchell's in the pit lane now as well. He just ran over that water cooler. So yeah, water bottle cooler for the car just been gone. So that's the radiator's going to be cooking. The cars are going to be cooking as well. As we come down the Wellington Straight in towards Brooklands, the fans down in attendance all loving this one as well. How I wish I could have been at Silverstone today as well for this British Touring Car event, but Formula 1 in Russia. I did want to get to Donington Park, which is the next one, but Turkey for F1 spoils that one. So I'm stuck in the comms box for the remainder of the year, unfortunately, for every other sport. But hopefully next year we can get to a couple A of touring car races. That'll be a lot more fun to be able to commentate on site. And hopefully even some Formula 1 races we'll be able to go over to as well. Hopefully as well, I've barely been in this commentary box, and when I am, you'll know about it as well. As they circle through, Lloyd and Hill again with that fastest lap, a 57.847. Last lap for the pair of them, actually. It was actually Lloyd who was 2/10 quicker than Jake Hill on that lap time, and there's only 4/10 between them. So now you know that Hill on that last lap dropped 2/10 of a second between them as they come down now into Brooklands, into a little bit of a late braking zone as well. And Sutton holding his nerve over P5. And this is the problem with races that are later on in the year as well. The sun begins to set as well with the times changing. And Lloyd, I'm going to throw myself because Jake Hill badges out the way. They go side by side through Woodcote. Jake Hill versus Dan Lloyd for the lead of this race. Who's got the momentum coming into Cobb's corner? They're side by side. Two has the inside line. Hill takes the lead here of round 24 at Silverstone. And now Dan Lloyd is really, look at that. Do you see the little two fingers set up to the back there of Lloyd as well? That we just saw from Jake Hill there. I don't know if that was a piece or something else that was going on, but two fingers went up from Hill. I'm going for first, says Hill, who's in the words of Murray Walker. As they come down the straight again, Lloyd's got the inside line. Can't get away through into Brooklands though, so that's a done deal, unfortunately. So Hill leads from Lloyd, 2/10 now the gap between them. Track limits warning, cars 12 and 31, so that's 12 of Stephen Jelly, 31 of Jack Goff. They've got the black and white flag for track limits warning at the moment. Hill is fastest at the moment. But as they come down now, the battle brewing further down for third place. Smiley, Jelly and Sutton. That's the running order at the moment. Smiley's under pressure, actually, because Jelly's all over the back of him for that third place. And Sutton's there as well. That water bottle's still in the middle of the track, actually. If someone hits that, it's going to be an awful amount of debris. Sutton trying to have it through on Jelly. Not working. And this is Colin Turkington passing Rory Butcher. Down into Copp's corner. Oh, Butcher gets a wiggle at the back, and Turkington just drags him through as well. And Turkington got the inside line and went through. Stephen Jelly barges his way through now. Now Sutton. Sutton trying to go for fourth. Hasn't worked out. Trying to now loop back round the outside. Coming through Luffield. Hasn't worked off. Jelly holds the line. Black and white flag for car 6 of Rory Butcher for exceeding track limits. Sutton's got the inside line. Sutton's got the inside line on Jelly coming in towards turn 1 and Cobb's corner. They side by side and Sutton gets ahead of Jelly. So Sutton gets ahead of Jelly. 4P4 at the moment. Hill leads from Lloyd. And now look at this. Sutton trying on the inside of Smiley as well for 3rd place. Sutton is being Mr. Consistent. 4 wins this year in the championship. Big lock up there from Aaron Taylor-Smith down into the Beckett's hairpin as they accelerate now down the Wellington Straight. All got to be very calm between them as well. You don't want to make errors out there. You don't want to make more mistakes. Taylor-Smith, Goff, Morgan, 14, 15 and 16 as they run. I'm very excited about this race as well because it's lap 13. We're past, well, at 14 now actually. We're past half distance. But there's an awful lot more that could happen. There's an awful lot more that probably will happen as Taylor-Smith, Goff and Morgan in a battle between each other now as well. They're still running across the start line together. Who's that with track limits now? 96 of Jack Butel has got a black and white flag now for track limits. As Smiley holds the inside line as well on Sutton. Plato battling now as well. And Sutton's got the inside line and Chris Smiley coming out of the exit of Beckett's hairpin down the Wellington Straight. Sutton's going to have the outside line coming into Brooklands. But is Luffield going to be the way to go through? Sutton holds the outside line. Can he drag it around the outside? Smiley holds his line as well. Sutton holds his, dives through on the inside. Takes to the curves as well. Backs out of it. Smiley gave him 0 room through there as well. So there was absolutely nothing that he could do about that one. As you continue on, lap 15 of 22. Hill, Lloyd, Smiley on the board as well, as you can see. What a magnificent fight we've got going on here for the title. It just never, ever fails to amaze exactly how much racing you can have in the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship as Sutton is all over the back of Smiley, coming down through Maggots into the Beckett's hairpin, then here at Silverstone, trying to swing on the outside. Oliphant's to P12 as well. So Oliphant goes 12th. Replay now coming on the screen. Not sure what this replay is. So this is the 33 Adam Morgan. Trying to go around the outside as well of Senna Proctor. Jack Goff goes off. Oh, Goff gets hit by Morgan. So Morgan got hit by Goff. Goff then comes back on the inside. And Goff ends up ahead of Morgan. And Smiley again defending from Sutton as they come through Luffield. Accelerating racing here at the moment, isn't it? As we're on lap 16:22. Remember as well, we've got the IndyCar later on tonight. As Sutton looks to the inside, trying to get ahead of Smiley. Hasn't paid off there. Track limits now. Black and white flag. Cars 2. That is Colin Turkington out there. And car 18. That is Senna Proctor. As Sutton takes to the grass and the exit of Cobb's corner. Side by side through Maggots in the inside line. Into Beckett. And Sutton takes 3rd. Away from Chris Smiley with a beautiful move. That was beautiful from Sutton as well. Timed that to perfection as well. Jake Hill leads this race at the moment. Rory Butcher's dropped down to 13th place now as well, but with maximum ballast in that midfield. But Hill will become our second winner of the day. Black and white flag, car 44. That's Andy Neat as well. Jade Edwards still 24th on the running order, but doing well. So there you go. Then there's your manoeuvres going around. Sutton improving throughout, which is great to see. It's what we need to see, really. It's lap 17 and 22. Not a bad result here, actually. Not a bad race either. Sutton is now apparently going for the fastest lap, I'm just being told in my ear. So watch out for Sutton trying to go for the fastest lap. Smiley and Jelly holding off together as well. Jelly trying to back up now. This is for 4th. Plato attacking Moffat as well. It's all attack, attack, attack. Full power, full beans. Turkington P9 as well, trying to pass Rowbottom as Jelly passes, well, tries to pass Chris Smiley on the inside. He has not, unfortunately, as they still circulate. It's lap 18 now of 22. Not that many laps remaining. Remember, this is so far the only race that has gone its scheduled distance of 22 laps. Every other had safety cars and were increased to 25. So the 20-minute or so running order for the touring cars might actually happen as Oliphant dives up the inside of Tom Ingram. So Oliphant now holds off for 11th place over Tom Ingram. Ingram better stays in her, where is he, P12 at the moment. Here in round 24 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. So 18 to 22, and look at this. Hill is being caught now. The gap just 0.4 of a second, maybe even less than that. Surely that's less than 0.4 as Hill locks up coming into Brooklands. Lloyd's going to try and have a go. Hill knew he made a mistake there. Lloyd's right with him again. So Dan Lloyd now trying to have an attack, trying to have some action between him at the exit. Full power now. Full beans here at Silverstone to start lap 19 of 22. 4 to go. Count the lap we're on. Swing through that 1, 2, 3. Vauxhall Power Max Racing is right alongside. Car 4, Track Limits. That's Sam Osborne. He's got a black and white flag for that. Well, he's right at the back of the field nearly. Andy Neat has passed Hamilton. Hamilton's down the order now. And where actually is Sam Osborne? He's up into P25 at the moment, so he's caught up quite quickly, actually, with the rest of the field. Short lap here, of course. But Tom Chilton, unfortunately, still last overall. Mitchell's out of the race. And Jordan, too, out of the race, actually. That's a disappointment. That something failed on the hybrid car for next year. He's out of the race as well. So Andrew Jordan out of the race. There's 30 cars starting here at Silverstone's Race 3. Still having an attacking force. Lap 20 coming up here out of 22 as they cross the control line. And down in towards turn 1 at Copse Corner now. Turkington is in P9 and he's catching Rowbottom. He's past Rowbottom actually. They're side by side down the start finish straight as well. Turkington has the inside line and deals with the Halford Jurassic Racing Honda of Rowbottom with ease. The BMW moves up now the order, which is fantastic. Hill, Lloyd, Sutton, Smiley and Jelly top 5. But yeah, Turkington to 8th. Rowbottom down the order, as you can see on your timing screens. And now we cut back to Brooklands as they swing back through on the inside as well. Still not finding many manoeuvres, which I'm very, very surprised at. Hill, 7/10 now, the gap between him and Lloyd. So they're closing up on that one. Hill and Lloyd really want to push hard, don't they? Lloyd wants to win this race. Hill wants to win a second race of the season. Lloyd wants to win again. For the first time, I think, what, since 2014, maybe, Dan Lloyd last one? Maybe 15, actually. It's been a long, long time in this touring car paddock. It's unbelievable. I've been commentating on this since 2013, actually. Coming up on nearly 10 years. My next year will be my 10th season covering the touring cars as well. Penultimate lap of the race, though. It's gone quite quick. We'll be in about a 23-minute race overall, which isn't bad at all, is it, actually? As they come back. As Hill holds the lead. He's got 0.6 of a second out to Dan Lloyd. Oh, big move from Jelly up the inside. Trying to pass Smiley for P4. He just sent a barrel roller almost up the inside into Brooklands. It didn't pay off. Smiley holds the advantage. Jelly can't find a way through. Still trying to have an attack motion. It's literally attack, attack, attack. Push, push, push. Final lap ahead of us here at Silverstone for round 24, the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. Usually, this weekend is the penultimate one. No, we've got next in about 2 weeks' time, we go again at Donington Park. And then in a month's time, the season ends in October at Brands Hatch to conclude the racing season. And we will crown our champion there in the last 3 races of the year. But it was Rory Butcher who won races 1 and 2 here today. Race 3 has been a battle and a dogfight between Jake Hill and Dan Lloyd. Great start from Dan Lloyd, though. But It was Jake Hill who amazed since the lights out. His second win of the year. 2 weeks running, he's a winner. Jake Hill wins round 24 of the QuidFit British Touring Car Championship. Lloyd is second and Sutton rounds out the podium. Smiley fourth, Jelly fifth as well. Plato takes sixth, Moffat seventh, Turkington goes eighth, Rowbottom ninth, and Jackson completes out the top 10. Oliphant 11th, Ingram 12th. Then it's Butcher, Taylor Smith, Goff rounding out the points as well in P15. Then it's Morgan, Proctor, Cook, Bordley, Sam Smelt, Gordon Shedden, Rick Parfit, Jack Butel, Jade Edwards, Sam Osborne, Andy Neat, Nick Hamilton, Tom Chilton, and then out of the race was Jack Mitchell and Andrew Jordan as well. Not a bad race at all. What a race from Jake Hill, actually. Great drive. I love this map view. Well, I'll put it back on for you, Grid Network. Hello, Grid Network. I'll put it back on. Yeah, this map view is fantastic as well, which it just enables me to be in the little corner, and then you can have a look at the track map as well. Fantastic, isn't it? But yeah, Grid Network there as well. Where is it? Let's see. Is it button 4? It's button 4. Grid Network saying, I love this map view. We'll be on their show later on, of course, today for the Grid Network, their wrap-up show after the IndyCar race has concluded. I might need a little break, though, to conclude that one. It'll be late here for me, won't it? It'll be about, what, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m. in the morning, something like that, for me to conclude that race. But Jake Hill for Mark Blundell Motorsport wins this race as well. Here's the confirmed results then. We'll have to switch back to the main screen now. It is Jake Hill winning. He crossed the line by 7/10 faster to Dan Lloyd as well. Ash Sutton was P3. Then Chris Smiley, Stephen Jelly, the top 5. Plato, Moffat, Turkington, Rowbottom, and Ollie Jackson rounding out the top 10. Oliphant was 11th. The two Toms, actually, 11th and 12th. Tom Oliphant and Tom Ingram on the board. Then Butcher, Taylor Smith, Goff rounds out the points. Morgan, Proctor, Cook, Bordley, and Smelt down in 20th place as well on the deck. Further down, Shedden, Paffett, Butel, and then Jade Edwards. She finished in 24th place. A great race for her with BTC Racing. Sam Osborne, Andy Neat, Nick Hamilton, Tom Chilton, Jack Mitchell, and Andrew Jordan, the new hypercar for next year, or the hybrid car, is in 30th, but he didn't finish, unfortunately, and he is officially last on the boards. In terms of the championship now, Ashley Sutton leads this title on 285 points. He is 36 points clear to Tom Ingram. Jake Hill is on 247. He's 38 points back. Turkington's 40 points back on 245, which meaning it's a four-way fight for the title between Sutton, Ingram, Hill and Turkington going into the last 6 races. Not a bad run as Jake Hill's car looks like it's going to pass. Yep, thumbs up. Jake Hill's car now gets onto the weighbridge to pass technical regulation as well. Make sure it's all okay before he'll be released. A reminder, green lights are on, which is great. So Jake Hill passes post-race inspection, which means he is officially our winner. Let's hope Dan Lloyd can pass it. The last guy to finish second didn't, of Josh Cook. Reminder, we'll be back 8:15, I believe. Our coverage starts for IndyCar with our build-up to the race. Either that or 8:30, because the green flag, I'm being told, is either at 8:30 or it's at 8:45 British Summer Time. So we've got to work out which one it is. But we'll have all the build-up coverage. Me and Megan will be in the comments box for that one as well. To wrap up the title, we'll give you all the permutations as well. And also we'll include the preview from the Grid Network of yesterday with myself, Adam and Kobe, who were on the show previewing the IndyCar race as well. And tonight you can join the Grid Network show, as I said, 90 minutes after the conclusion of the Grand Prix of Long Beach for all of the wrap-up from F1, IMSA, IndyCar and NASCAR as well. Big hugs all round then for Jake Hill. It's been a great day. So, 2 different winners for British Touring Cars here today. It's been a fantastic one. MB Motorsports double winners, of course. One last weekend in Croft and win here today as well. That wraps up our coverage here for the British Touring Car Championship. My thanks to all of you at home for watching. Join us later on. The stream will be available in about 20 minutes time as well, so to set your reminders for IndyCar later on tonight. Join us. It's going to be a classic. Thank you very much for your company here today. It's goodbye to you all. We'll see you in Donington in 2 weeks' time.